Good morning. At least 42 people are dead and more than 1,100 others are injured after another powerful earthquake hit Nepal this morning. The magnitude 7.3 quake struck a remote area near the Chinese border. Rescue helicopters have been sent to districts northeast of the capital of Kathmandu, where landslides and collapsed buildings may have left people buried. Today's quake comes less than 3 weeks after one that killed more than 8,100 people and injured nearly 18,000 others as it flattened mountain villages. A necropsy is being planned for a dead whale brought into Vancouver's Burrard Inlet by a cruise ship. It appears the whale was hit north of Vancouver Island on Sunday, but it may have already been dead. The fin whale is believed to be up to 20 meters long. It apparently floated off the bow of the Seven Seas Navigator when the ship docked in Vancouver. Fin whales are listed as threatened on the west coast of Canada, but their numbers have been increasing after dwindling during the whaling era that ended in the early 1970s. It could take up to 2 weeks to get necropsy results back. The BC SPCA says it's a move that's long overdue. The provincial government is looking into giving BC veterinarians the ability to make their own calls when it comes to euthanizing stray animals. This after receiving a joint submission by the BC College of Veterinarians and the SPCA. As it stands now, vets need to get permission to euthanize from one of 28 special provincial constables. The SPCA says this is leading to lengthy delays and unnecessary suffering of animals.
A lot of these calls tend to come in middle of the night, and what unfortunately would happen in some occurrences there would be some type of a delay, which we don't want to have animals suffer needlessly, and veterinarians are experts, so we feel really confident in this change.
It should be noted, if the change is made, it would only apply to stray animals or those without tags or other ownership ID. Almost 200 people have signed a petition against the City of Vancouver's plans to move downtown Eastside street vendors to a new permanent location near Oppenheimer Park. The proposal also turns what is now the Pigeon Park Market, which only runs on Sundays, into something that will operate daily. Business owners in the area say shops have been broken into several times, and there are fears it could get worse because of these street vendors. Others say they've had things stolen and found them for sale at the market. The city is expected to hold a public hearing on the issue. A large forest fire southwest of Prince George continues to gain momentum. The Norman Lake fire is now estimated to be around 27 square kilometers in size. That is more than 6 times the size of Stanley Park, and it's not all contained. More than 80 people have been forced from their homes. Firefighters say thick smoke is not helping the situation. BC's Wildfire Management Branch says the blaze is expected to remain active for at least the next couple of days. 28 people have been arrested and 37 kilograms of heroin have been seized following a 2-year multi-agency investigation. It started in June of 2013 after Mounties began keeping tabs on people in Vancouver thought to be involved in importing large quantities of heroin. Shipments were originating in Afghanistan and traveled primarily by air through Africa, Brussels, and onward to Canada. The shipments were then distributed to Montreal, Toronto, Calgary, and here in Vancouver.
The scope of it in terms of our collaboration with partners was much greater than normal. Specifically, like locally, we obviously worked with and nationally, Vancouver City Police, the CBSA, our other federal units across the country. But I think equally, if not more important, we've also worked, with other police forces across the world to try to mitigate the threat of transnational organized crime to the streets of Vancouver.
Yet another sinkhole has emerged on a Metro Vancouver street. Look at this. This is Albert Street in Burnaby, just a few blocks north of Hastings. It's closed to traffic between Gamma and Delta Avenues. The sinkhole is about 5 meters long, 2 meters wide, and a little more than a meter deep. The cause has yet to be determined, and an investigation is underway. Crews are expected to be in the area this morning to try to stabilize the pavement.